All right, listen, I'm gonna take it out the park right quick. I know I'm late. All right, I know I'm late. It's almost Wednesday. I understand. Tuesday night is tomorrow. Listen, I got caught up with Drake and Kendrick just like the rest of you. I got shorts on the page. You can check them out. They funny. But like, I got caught up. It's the greatest rap beef in modern history. Like I am thoroughly plugged in. But I did not forget to shoot and talk to y'all about X-Men, right? X-Men '97, episode 9, Tolerance is Extinction. Which way, by the way, fire name for an episode. Fire name for a three-parter ender. That's crazy. So, if you beat the reaction video, which I'm going to do some more of, if you beat the episode that just passed, right? And the reaction I did to that Nightcrawler Wolverine scene. Listen, little Grizzy in here, he was tearing up, bro. I always wanted to see that shit. That was fire. Okay, you had Wolverine coming through this air, cutting Sentinels up, human Sentinels, which like makes it more like intense. And then you finally get Nightcrawler with the swords, like, bro. The male, like, bro. If you don't bring this man back, if y'all don't bring this man back, I will never trust your decision making ever again. Because, dude, this is the best thing Marvel's made in 3 years. Outside of No Way Home and Guardians 2. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is the golden ticket. Anyway, I'm going off track. We're gonna get into the spoiler things. First of all, I love that Cable and Cyclops and Jean are all interacting, and I really loved that scene where Jean was speaking about how it felt to have Madeline's memories of having Cable and being pregnant with him, but it's not her actual son. I also, because as somebody read the comments, I also thought they never really explained what that was like for her. Because Cable essentially is her kid, but it's not. So like, how do you reconcile that feeling, right? And I thought that was beautifully written, very well delivered. I thought it was great. Also, the fact that Cable and Cyclops aren't getting along, which makes sense. Like, as far as Cable knows, he abandoned him in the future. And as far as Cyclops knows, your son's 50 years old and grizzled as shit. And somehow, how you gonna talk to this motherfucker? He's already been through it all. Right? And you weren't there. So but that Summers team up thing, and when they're fighting the Sentinels, and when they're fighting the Sentinels, and they were doing like kamikaze missions on the jet. First of all, y'all, I need to know your insurance provider. Who is Xavier's insurance provider? Because the fact that you've lost 3 gents in 3 months and you still keep getting more, how good is your credit, fam? How good? Like, I just need to know how good your credit is, because that's $1 trillion credit right there. That's crazy. When they when they jumped out in the Porsche and then they were doing the whole Summers family moment and like they bonded. Listen, I love the fact that they don't make this just about Wolverine anymore, because it's not. The rest of the X-Men are fire as shit. We've already known Storm is fire as shit, but Cable's dope as fuck. Cyclops has always been kind of cool. Like, the fact that they've taken the show and then made it about everybody instead of just about like one person shows how badly Fox was fucking it up. We already knew that, but like they were fucking it up. You know what I mean? So that's great. I still, like everybody else, to me, Val is Mystique. Val's got to be Mystique. There's no other way she could not be Mystique, right? Like, there's no other way. She's got to be Mystique. But, first of all, there's a whole bunch of pause no Diddy with the Magneto being held up like this. Bastion, did you put him in that? Because I don't, the Magneto never seemed like the type, but I don't know. But, pause, no Diddy. But when Magneto got free and hit the whole world with the EMP, power, displays of power, that's it. You shut down the entire planet by going to the North Pole and EMPing everything. You're that guy. You're Himothy. You're him Duncan. You're him Bala. You're him Shakur. Hemi Pendergrass. Like, him Marley. Listen, I could keep doing hymns all day. Either way, that was amazing. That was amazing. Also, Spider-Man. 90s Spider-Man. X-Men, listen, X-Men and Spider-Man when I was growing up, they were like my favorite. They're still my favorite characters. And like, seeing 90s Spider-Man again, you bringing the show back, aren't you? I know you're doing it. I know you're doing it. I'm happy. I'm happy. You don't gotta be sneaky like that. Because if you're just trying to fuck with me, like, I don't really appreciate it. You get me? But either way, if you do, if you're bringing it back, you're bringing it back. Also, I want to get into the horror elements of the show. Like, I want to rewind a bit, just run it all back. When Scott, Jean, and Cable had to go to find Bastion, and you realize that they've somehow infected it seems like a good quarter of the population into like being Sentinels. Yo, the part where his mom changed into the bro, that was some shit. I appreciated that. It was very telling, and like the scale of how bad this is gonna get, right? Because as far as I know in the comics, outside of like a few exceptions, once you turn into a Sentinel, that's it. You're not human anymore. That means you don't get to get turned back. So he's essentially killed a shit ton of people to turn them into living weapons, which is crazy. And Bastion's speech during like that conversation with Val was also so telling of how like deeply like messed up he is as far as his beliefs towards mutants and his role in everything. It's like that is the complete like Mein Kampf hatred symmetry. He believes he's doing the right thing, but he doesn't care who he hurts along the way, and he can justify it all. Bastion Terror, like, as written, is probably one of Marvel's most like terrifying villains. Straight up. Like, if you read between the lines of that whole conversation, it's like Skynet and Jeffrey Dahmer mixed into a person. It's crazy. Man, like, I don't know, man. That whole episode was great. I don't know why. Like, how hard did the Sentinel hit Rogue? Because she ain't getting up. She knocked out, right? Oh, the part with Jubilee and Sunspot, that was cool. I expected Sunspot's mom to kind of be like, not to do that kind of thing. I'm finally happy to see he's using his whole power. I'm also happy to see that you're giving Jubilee more to do instead of just throw sparklers like that. I didn't. You know what I mean? Now she knows to the full extent of her power, she can do more, which makes her more valuable to the team. Which means you can bring somebody else to fill her spot in, like Kitty Pryde. Just saying. So, like, there's other things you can do, right? So I appreciated that. Yeah, man. Most of this episode was great. Xavier being back, it's going to be great narratively for the story, but, like, I don't like bring everybody together to oppose Magneto and stop this war that's going to happen now. I get it, but I also don't know how I feel about it yet. I guess I have to wait till like tomorrow night and then see how they move with it. I have faith in this show, so I'm pretty sure they're going to make me change my tune on Xavier soon. But I've also read the comics, and I've kind of realized like Xavier is not that much better than Magneto, and Magneto's just more honest about it, which I appreciate. So that's it. Anyway, if you like these local reviews I'm doing, just remember to hit the subscribe button, right? Hit that like button, right? And then keep coming back. I'm going to do the review and the reaction to the next episode literally tomorrow night if I can. Because, you know what I mean? Again, but I don't, I don't find myself, I don't think Drake and Kendrick are going to drop any more bombs. What else can you say outside of, like, wife beater pedophile? That's a whole different video. We'll talk about it at a different time. But, you know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming. And see you soon. Peace.